Okay. All right, so let me explain something that you probably haven't experienced before, because I created it. This is the participation grade, okay? You get this every week in this class. And it seems a little confusing at first, but it's not that bad. All right, let me just kind of break it down for you. I carry around this clipboard, and on the clipboard, I put pluses and minuses, okay? The basic way to break this down is you get a plus for doing good stuff, you get a minus for doing bad stuff, okay? A plus equals 1 point, a minus is minus 1 point. Just to make things extra complicated, I threw in a check to make a half point, okay? So once you get to 4.0 for the week, additional points only count a tenth. So the way this works is, for every plus, you go up a point until you get to 4.0. Then you have a 4.0 for the week, okay? If you get a minus, it brings you back down, okay? So let's say you got up to a 4.0, but then you broke one of the classroom rules, you came late, okay? Which is actually a triple minus. So now you're back down to 1.0, okay, which is a D, right? Same normal grade scale, 4.0 A, 3.0 B, 2.0 C, okay? Now, the week is 3 days of class, okay? That's what a week breaks down to, because it works out to about 5 hours. And so that's like having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? So a week is 3 days. In that week, you have to get up to a 4.0 to get an A, okay? The day will always be right here. Sorry that this is not the best looking one, but that's a 1, okay? So today is day 1. Next class will be day 2 on Thursday, and then Monday will be day 3. Okay? There are 3 days in the week. All right? So, you get a plus, for example, like Samantha and McCall and Tiffany and Matthew already got. Okay? They already have a 1.0. Okay? They need to get 3 more. The rest of you need to get 4 more. So, when you work your way up, once you get to a 4.0, I reduce the value. Because I want to make it so that other people in the class participate, right? Because if not, then the same kids are always participating. So once you get your points, then there's not as much incentive to keep raising your hand. So that'll give some other kids a chance. That's one reason. The other reason is, if I kept going like 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, then basically, you know, you would go off the charts and you could do nothing in the rest of the class and be fine. So those are the couple of reasons. So once you get to, let's say you have 6 pluses, who could tell me what your grade is? Raise your hand. 4.2. Okay? So there you go. Now, McCall just got a plus, okay, for answering a question. So there are many ways to get pluses, not just answering questions, okay? But let's just stick with the math for a minute here, okay? You cannot go below a 0, all right? I'm not going to give you a negative score. I can't do that in the grade book. So if you have 6 minuses, you just have an F for the week, okay? So I can't go below. Now, pluses don't roll over, meaning if you got 7 pluses this week, you can't say to me, oh, okay, put 3 to next week, and I'll keep 4 here. It doesn't work like that. Minuses might roll over, okay, if you're constantly getting minuses, right? Like if you come in here and you walk in and you throw something at somebody, you know, and they're like, yeah, what's up, Mr. Reich, you know, or Josh, right? Don't call me Josh, I'll give you a minus. That's my first name, okay? So if you're getting minuses constantly, you show up late, right? Then I'm going to say, by the way, your minuses are going to start rolling over. And by the way, what's the best number to call your parents at? Okay? I don't expect that to happen in here, but I'm just letting you know. Okay? Now, the participation week ends when the next class begins. So this is important because you can get points on Edmodo. You can get points in different ways. Once the next class begins, day 3 is over. Okay? So for example, our class of day 1, the next one, begins next Wednesday, right? Today is day 1, Thursday is day 2, and Monday is day 3. So you have until class begins, and for us that's at 7:15 on Wednesday to get all your points in. Okay? And you'll know how many points you have because this will be posted on Edmodo. Okay? I don't post your grades on Edmodo because that's, you know, your private information. But your participation points we will post so you can check them and know where you stand. Okay? Now, that's how the math works. Okay? Let me show you the ways that you can get well, first of all, let's go over the ways that you can lose points, okay? And these are also the classroom rules, all right? Arrive on time. That's a big one. You got to be here on time or with a pass. You got a pass? Fine. But if you don't have a pass and you're just late, it's a triple minus because you have to be on time, okay? It's something that I'm very strong about. You have to learn how to do this in life. If you had issues on the road or whatever, because we're the first period, right? You know, there was an accident, you guys were stuck in traffic or whatever. That's fine, okay? Let me know, and I'm reasonable, okay? But just, you know, you can't have that every day. Raise your hand to be called on, okay? So don't yell stuff out. Don't yell answers out, okay? Raise your hand, and then you get a point. And conversely, you lose a point if you just yell out, right? Like if I say to you, I don't know, what's your favorite team? Dolphins. First of all, something's wrong with you. Second of all, you got to raise your hand, okay? Next, request permission to leave your seat, okay? You can't just get up and walk around at any time, okay? But I'll talk about the bathroom pass in a second, and that'll clarify some things. Cell phones on silent and unseen. Okay? So we're going to be using phones in here, and that's fine, but you can't have them out on your desk. They need to be in your pocket. If you need to check it real quick, check it, okay? But you just can't have it on your desk, okay? Be quiet when I ask for silence, okay? I will use this wonderful marble apple that I bought in Key West for like $3 about 15 years ago, and I'll go like that, so I don't have to yell. Okay, and that means to be quiet. Okay, if you keep talking, you lose points. Keep your hands to yourself, right? Don't go smacking each other around. No food or drinks. Okay, if you missed breakfast one day, you're like, I'm starving, Mr. Reich, I need to eat. Fine, talk to me. Okay, I can put you like in the back or something, give you a napkin. We don't want roaches in here. Okay, they're terrifying. We don't want them. They love sugar, especially coffee. Anybody drink coffee in the morning? Already? Wow, okay, that's fine. Coffee's delicious, but it spills and it's like a party for roaches, okay? No food or drinks. No throwing anything.
By any chance do you have any HM interaction textbooks for 11th and 12th grade?
No, I don't. I only have the old ones.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Last two big ones. Don't throw anything, okay? Even if it's like a rubber band, you know? Headphones. You guys do that a lot, right? Oh, can I borrow your headphones? Yeah, sure. Well, that's very nice of you, but just don't throw stuff in here, okay? It's mostly for like throwing a pen or a pencil, okay? Don't ever throw a pen or a pencil. You'll put someone's eye out, okay? It's true, okay? I had a kid literally get hit right here one time, and it was scary for both of us. Do not curse, okay? Do not curse in here. I tend to curse a little bit in TOK, just for fun, because it's an interesting class. but not in inquiry skills. We need to make sure that we know there's a time and a place, okay? If it's storming and there's a huge thunderclap and you feel the need to scream out, "Oh!" Fine. That's the first time I cursed in front of my mom, so I get it, okay? But in general, don't come in here and, you know, be like, this effing class, he can go to, you know. No cursing. That's a quad minus, okay? All right, so those are the main ways that you are going to lose points, okay? The other way is going to be the classwork and homework rubric. All right? And basically, you're going to lose points for not doing classwork and homework. I don't give individual grades for classwork and homework. What I do is I apply it to your participation grade. Okay? So, incomplete, like completely not done, equals 4 minuses. Okay? Like if you just didn't do it, that's 4 minuses. So that brings you back to an F immediately. Okay? Half complete. Okay? 2 minuses. All right? And then missing some is 1 minus. Okay? Also, incomplete or half complete means done incorrectly. Okay? So, for example, when I do vocabulary homework, you have a theme that you'll always see. Tonight's homework is 10 sentences with 2 vocabulary words, and the theme is new beginnings. That means that every sentence needs to have something to do with starting something. Okay? It doesn't have to be super complex. You just have to put something in there. Even putting the word started or first day is enough to satisfy the theme. But what people will do a lot of times is they'll forget to do the theme. And that's not fair to the other people who did what they were supposed to do. So you're going to lose points that way. Okay? So those are all the ways you can lose points. All right? Let me show you the ways that you can get points. All right, let's start with how to get a plus. Now, these are always going to be up here. Okay? So, ways to get a plus. Answer a question. Read out loud. Explain a concept. These are easy ones that you know how to do in class. Here's a different one. Take a picture of a vocab word in the real world. So if you're reading a book and you find a vocab word, take a picture of it, show it to me, you get a plus. Okay? What people have done also is they'll be watching a TV show. You'll be amazed how many words you start to see in shows that you never realized were there before. And they'll hear it, so they put on the closed captions, they rewind, take a picture, there you go. That's an easy plus. Okay? Edmodo an article with vocab in it. So this is an easy one because you can search Google News. This is something you might write down. You can search Google News for an article containing the word plethora. And sure enough, there's an article. Post it, the link to Edmodo, and just say, well, plethora was used in this article to explain the fact that there was a tremendous amount of interest in the movie. Okay? Now you have to have 3 sentences, but it's not much. It'll take you 5 minutes. Okay? Next, make an insightful comment on an Edmodo post. So let's say somebody else makes a post about an article, and I'll post stuff with articles sometimes, and you write something about it. Oh, I noticed that I saw this in another magazine, and they talked about how it's really important for the future of technology. Right? There you go. Good comment. I say insightful comment with 3 sentences, like not like this article was awesome. Okay, that's not insightful. Okay? And help pick up organize. We're going to do a lot of different stuff of projects and things like that, laptops, okay? If you volunteer to help pick up, you're going to get points, okay? So these are pluses. Double pluses, okay?